25-year-old Ricardo is not a criminal, he's not a rapist, and he's never sold drugs a day in his life. He's a college graduate, immigrant rights activist, and a cancer survivor. He's also undocumented, with temporary legal status under Deferred Action for Childhood Arrivals, a program better known as DACA. This is his story.
When I came here to the U.S., I came with my two younger sisters first, and my father and my mother met us here a week later. We came with a friend of a family. It was very scary as a 9-year-old taking care of your two sisters.
Ricardo came to the U.S. from Mexico in 2001 when he was 9 years old. He quickly became a standout football player in the Phoenix area, earning recognition and full-ride scholarships to several universities. But his legal status derailed those athletic dreams.
Losing a scholarship at the end of my high school years was very shocking and kind of painful. The first sort of indication that being undocumented was more than I thought.
His life changed again in 2012. That's when President Obama signed an executive action establishing DACA. It gave young immigrants brought to the U.S. illegally as children temporary protection against deportation. It also gave them work permits.
I was able to get a job, work full-time, provide for my family, get a driver's license. It was a huge opportunity just to be able to drive safe without fear. I've graduated from Arizona State University thanks to DACA.
There are more than 750,000 DACA recipients in the U.S., but it's not a permanent legal status. DACA recipients have to renew their permits every 2 years. During the presidential campaign, President Trump promised to end the program. So far, he hasn't done that, but he hasn't ruled it out either.
Election night was pretty tough. Having a discussion with my parents here at home was one of the most difficult decisions, conversations and decisions, because we decided to be here, is to stay here. We're a community of dreamers, of undocumented folks ready to fight back, ready to gain our dignity through our organizing, through our activism, right? That's our collective story. That's our us.
Ricardo now works for Neighborhood Ministries, a Christian nonprofit in Phoenix. He hopes to increase the political representation of Latinos in Arizona.
We're doing a lot of community organizing around voter registration that creates an opportunity for our community to be part of the decision-making process in Arizona, and also fighting anti-immigration laws, rhetoric, environment.
2 years ago, Ricardo was facing another battle. This time, it was life and death.
When I was 23, I went to the doctor. I had a mass growing on my bottom lip area, and they did a removal of the mass, and sure enough, we found out that it was cancer.
Even while undergoing cancer treatment, he continued community organizing, helping to educate voters about the issues in the 2016 election. His cancer is now in remission.
I think what helped me get through the difficult time was constant contact with my family. Families like ours they're gonna fight. They're gonna continue to be resilient. They're gonna continue to be hopeful, because that's the reason why we came in the first place.
Hi, I am Tupac.
And I'm Melissa.
We were inspired to tell the stories of undocumented immigrant workers here in America. They are fathers, mothers, students, and people who make a difference with their hard work.
We start our series with the farm workers who bring food to our tables.